This photo right here cracked me up a whole lot, and I decided to bring it here to share with us. But then while I was laughing, several thoughts came to bear. A major one of it is something that I would love to share with us in this video. My name is Nwadiuto. I am a teens coach. Thanks a lot for joining me today. If this is your first time here, you're welcome. But if you keep coming back, you're much appreciated. Thank you. So the major thing I was reminded of while I laughed at this picture was something that my mentor would usually say. He would say, when you have a problem, the problem most times is of a higher percentage the way we choose to view the problem rather than the problem in itself. Meaning that the problem we have most of the time is the way we see the problem rather than the problem itself. The way we see the things that we see determines to a great percentage the way we would react or respond to the things that are presented before us. You know, our life experiences and the things it is that we're going through. A perfect example, a perfect illustration will be, should your child do something, maybe something that they would usually do, one of those days, maybe their rooms are not tidy, or they didn't do the dishes, something, you know, a chore that they were supposed to have done that they didn't do or didn't do properly. One of those days you might go all, why didn't you do it? Why you people keep doing, you know? And then in another time, why is it that we respond in a more softer way and say, your room is not kept. Please go clean your room. Why? What's the difference? If you could take your mind back to those times when you responded in a certain way, and then the same scenario, the same case study, you responded in a different way. Just think back as to what things were playing around those different scenarios. Somebody might say, the first time I was upset, or the first time I was stressed, so my stress made me respond the way I responded. The other time I was just tired and I was done talking. It could be anything at all that could have been our reasons. Same scenario. So why different? Why did we respond differently? Is the way we chose to say it. That was the major thing I was reminded of when I watched or when I saw that picture. And was, you're waiting for when parenting is going to get easier. It's something to laugh about. I mean, it resonates with every one of us, right? But one major thing that helps transform my parenting journey is the way I chose to see parenting. I chose to see parenting not as work, not as a job, but more as learning. I chose to see it as fun. I chose to see it as learning. I chose to see it as a journey. Me impacting the life of little humans. That's what I saw it as. I don't wake up in the morning and say, oh, another day, here we go. No, I saw it as another day, little hugs, great hugs, big hugs, you know. And I looked forward to every single day till today. There's this thing we do where we go around, my children and I, for the whole family, where we go around and we're saying things that we're grateful for. And each time it's my turn to speak, my children just echo it. They just echo it and say, mommy is grateful for every one of us. They will call their names individually and they will say daddy, and then I will complete it by saying any other thing it is that I am grateful for. In my day, my week, whatever it is, I just simply add that to it. And it's because I am grateful for them genuinely. And it's something that I learned to begin to do. I didn't begin my parenting journey doing that, no. But I decided I wasn't going to see this as a hassle. I wasn't going to see parenting as a job. And guess what? Every stage of parenting, meaning every stage of a child's growth, has its own hurdles that we need to cross. So someone who has a newborn has their hurdle to cross. Then when they transition to being babies, they have their hurdles to cross. Is it a toddler? They have their hurdles to cross as a child. Then they're growing up to preteens, to teenagers, to young adults. Every stage has its own hurdle. And nobody's going to say, oh, the stresses in this stage is going to be easier. In fact, people that have teenagers are willing to tell those that have toddlers that, enjoy this stage. This is the list of the stage you are going to have. Very soon they'll begin to break your heart, as in really shred your heart to pieces. I'm like, come on now. You know, but every one of them, they're just hurdles to cross. And if we see it as a learning journey, as a learning process, we'll sit down more and embrace what it is that it comes with. Then we are quick to teach the things or the gaps that we see that exist in the lives of our little humans, rather than want to going down on them or being heartbroken and make it look as though you've not been doing your job as a parent. You know those times where it makes you feel as if you've done nothing, as in all you've been doing all your life, all the teaching you've been doing has been going through one ear and then out the other. But then those moments just make me see that, okay, there are still gaps. This gap still exists, even though I have taught it, and I keep teaching it. But for this to still be happening, then it means that there's still a gap. So we need to change. I will speak to myself and say, okay, I need to change the way I'm teaching it. Maybe I need to teach this in another way for them to understand or for it to sink in. So the way we choose to see parenting should change our parenting game this year. In fact, and forever. The way you choose to embrace parenting, look at it as fun. Look at it as the fact that these ones chose you to parent them. No other person can parent those little humans that you have better than you are doing. So embrace it and see it as a privilege. No matter how many times they break our hearts, no matter how many times they do the things that they do, embrace it with arms wide open. Embrace those moments and see it as a time to impact the lives of these little humans. Parenting is a journey. Parenting should be life transforming, depending on how we choose to see it. Thank you very much for listening to this video. If you love this video, kindly give the video a big fat thumbs up for me and subscribe if you've not done so already. I'm going to be seeing you all in the next one. Bye-bye.